Hey everybody. Yeah, you see the title up there. It asks basically between 2009 and 10 was WWE TVG. Basically, what I'm saying is that a lot of wrestling sources out there have gained the information of the quarterly of those conference meetings and stuff, that those little meetings, quarterly meetings and all that, conference calls that WWE has at certain times of the year. Well, during towards the end, I guess you could say, of the meeting, they were having a Q&A session. And I guess one of the questions was about the product being TVPG and what was, kind of going on there. And I guess Vince McMahon admitted that they may have taken the TVPG deal perhaps around 2009. I'm not, according to one person I'm listening to, they say it was around this time frame, 2009, 2010. Maybe have taken it a little too far. Basically, what we're talking about is the TVPG that we have now. Back then in 09 and 10 was basically like more targeted towards, well, let's just put it this way, targeted more towards the Diary of a Wimpy Kid product. Let's put it that way, Diary of a Wimpy Kid product. Okay, trying to read here. Alright, this is what No DQ is reporting. It says, as noted earlier, Vince McMahon and George Barrows hosted a conference call with investors. Hold on for a second, I hate when they pop up with these damn pop-ups. Okay, hosted a conference call with investors on Thursday morning. Here are a few highlights. WWE has spent $5 million on production of Legends House. WWE has spent $5 million on production of Legends House. Okay. Vince McMahon said the writing has gotten much better in presenting the shows in a PG. Has gotten much better in presenting the shows and presenting the shows in a PG manner. I guess he meant presenting the shows in a PG manner. The Tout app has downloaded over the Tout app was downloaded over 30,000 times after the airing of WWE Raw. Now here's what this person's kind of ranting about, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people have seen it. Vince said they may have gone too far to G rather than PG in the past. Quote, Vince McMahon, and I don't know if you can read it right there, said that they may have gone too far to G rather than PG in the past. So we don't know exactly what that was, but I think from what this person is kind of saying, it could have been around maybe 2009, 2010, and perhaps a little bit of 11. No Holds Barred starring Hulk Hogan, which cost less than $100,000. Is expected to make $300,000. There are 3 models still being considered for the WWE network, which include broad/basic distribution, a pay TV format, and a third over-the-top format. So in other words, we could end up getting the WWE network like we get like MLB, if you will, or NFL. Monday Night Wars is expected to be one of the shows on the network, and they have seen a 27% to 34% buy increase over the past year in high definition pay-per-view buys, which carry a $10 upcharge. So, but basically the one part he's talking about is right there. Now I can understand why someone would be mad about that. Again, there were, I'm pretty sure, because I do have some of those Raws, if not most of them on DVD, But there were times that you kind of felt that it was kind of getting a little too childy at times, like what was really going on. But you might say to yourself, well, wait a minute, Brian. They did a storyline with the Nexus in 2010. How is that a G product? What they did was definitely not G. It was more PG, if not running towards PG-13. That is true. But I want you to kind of look at some of the things they did do. Alright? What they did is they put Cena into focus. So it's like, okay, like for example, Cena's situation with the Nexus when he was basically forced to join them against his will. To a young kid that's a Cena fan, that's like watching a rated G movie. Like, can the hero break free? Kind of deal. Which in an animation film is a G-rated movie at most times. You get what I'm saying? Maybe not, but you kind of understand what I'm going with. Now, there could have been other situations as well. Maybe 2009. Who did DX get paired up with around 2009 that could basically progress that DX went from edgy to G maybe? Hornswoggle. Exactly. It was around that time frame that Hornswoggle in 2009 got paired with DX. You get what I'm saying? That might have been where Vince McMahon was talking about when he said they may have gone a little too far or a little way over with the PG thing and made it more G. Right now, from one of the other wrestling sites I read this off of, it seems they're more in the P section now. And no, I'm not talking about P for piss. I'm talking P for parental. In other words, people like me, people like my sisters, my brother-in-laws. That's basically where they are now. And it seems they're more at that PG-13 level that they want to be at. So whoever they had in charge of the damn writing and creative back then obviously was trying to make it a little too kid-friendly. And I guess they got rid of that person and said, hey, they either got rid of that person or said, hey, look, you either write it to where it is PG-13, at times PG-13, or else you're gone. So my only guess is that is why, as some person put it, this one person I'm listening to currently did, or I paused, currently listened to, I paused, currently, is a little upset. But again, there could be notable reasons. One, the Hornswoggle situation with DX, and two, perhaps the Nexus John Cena deal, especially with John Cena being forced into the Nexus. You know what I'm saying? And then of course you got the Divas and who you make the face of the Divas division. Like you made certain Divas the face. Like Mickie James, yeah, maybe she's not a G-rated face, but even though she was like champion before she left, you know, one of the Divas champions before she left, who was the face of the division? Who still is the face of the division and expected to come back next week in some ways? It's not AJ. It's not Layla. It's Kelly. That's who it is. It's Kelly Kelly. She is the face of the Divas division, whether people like to admit it or not. And that could have brought in a G rating maybe too, because she was like to young girls, she was like a real life Barbie doll. Get what I'm saying? I know it may not make sense to some people, but to me, in my personal opinion, maybe that's why, as some people are looking at it, WWE, and as Vince McMahon kind of put it, WWE kind of went a little closer to G in the past few years, in the past couple of years, than PG and PG-13. So those are just examples, in my opinion, of how that could have happened. But if you got any other examples, any of your opinions, let us know down below. Video response, comment on Facebook, Twitter, wherever. Let us know, and we'll talk to you later.